Morning, dear brothers and sisters. It is Monday morning, the second day of the week. I thought I'd come on this morning and just say hi to everybody out there. I'm sensing a definite theme amongst my fellow brothers and sisters, and that's we're all going through some intense times right now, and I pray we all continue to keep praying for one another. And it was interesting. I made a point to kind of look at everybody I knew, their lives, and just the things that were going on within those lives. And it's definitely the one word to sum it all up is chaos. So we need to stay strong, dear brothers and sisters. We have to remember that the enemy has but a short time, and knowing that he's going to send everything he has at us. And the closer you are to the truth, the harder he's going to press down on you. So if you take a step back from your life today and what's going on in that life, and you see all the chaos that's happening around you, I want you to smile, because that is our Father telling you how important your task is. And so the more the enemy throws at you, the more we know that our Father's there to pick us back up. And really, if you look at this task, the task that's at hand, dear brothers and sisters, it's so that we can just let go and go, take the wheel, please. And he will. I had some interesting things happen to my household this weekend, and it's interesting because you notice the enemy, he uses the same dirty tactics every single time. That whole nothing new under the sun, that's for sure. And it makes it easier for you to spot them and to see what's happening there, and to understand that if you're looking at, let's say, a loved one that, is coming at you in a way that gets you angry every time it happens, it's easier to understand that that's not them, dear brothers and sisters. That is a spirit that's inside of them with the purpose of getting to you. Now, the enemy can't get to you directly, or has a harder time to get to you directly. So therefore, he's going to continue to use everybody he can around you. So the further away the person beside you is away from the truth, that the enemy is going to go through that person to try to get to you. And that could be a boss, that could be your spouse, that could be your child, it could be anybody. But at the end of the day, the task is to knock you off your path, dear brothers and sisters. You see, the enemy hates who we are. And the closer that we get to Christ and the truth, the more upset he gets about it. And there was a saying I heard, different levels, different devils. And they do have their ranking system. And you can tell when a situation or your life starts to get more intense. And how many times have we all sat there and went, can it get any worse? Yeah, it can. It can, dear brothers and sisters, because that is, again, the point of it. It's getting to see if you can get through it. And the more intense of the test, the better off you are, dear brothers and sisters, because it's our Father telling you and showing you, look how ready you are. And the only way you can be ready is through Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach, giving it up completely. And that relentless pursuit of the truth, dear brothers and sisters, is the only way we're going to get through it. So I pray that you have strength today and peace. I pray that you have a little bit of peace today. But just so you know, dear brothers and sisters, this is it. It's full speed ahead. So instead of us looking at these situations and being upset by them, let's embrace them. be thankful. Be thankful we're even here right now to be able to go through them. Remember, at the end of the day, our Father didn't need to make you. He didn't need to make me. He chose to make us. We were thoughts before this was all even created. Remember that. You were a thought. You already planned before any of this was ever spoken to existence. So what an honor it is to know that He specifically chose you, created you for such a time. So every time you go through something hard, remember that you were specifically created for the time that you're in right now, just so you can show Him how much you love Him to get through it. I wanted to leave a video in the description. It's a link to Twitter. I don't have a Twitter account, but a dear friend of mine sends me a ton of amazing information, and you know who you are, brother. I love you, buddy. He's been a close friend of mine since high school, and we've pretty much been inseparable since, and gone through the exact same situations in our lives and have come out the other end at the exact same time. So I'm very, very thankful. I want to thank the Father for giving me a wingman to go through this life, because it definitely would have been very, very difficult without you, my friend. But he sent me a link to a description of a Twitter video, and like I said, I'm gonna put it in the description box, and it's actually showing, dear brothers and sisters, a drone spitting out gas and lighting it like napalm over a mountain scene. And I know I'm in Saskatchewan, which is in the middle of, it's like Montana, basically. And the smoke from the west coast of the United States is already my brother that I was just talking about lives in British Columbia, which is like Seattle, kind of, west coast area, the equivalent in Canada. And he showed me some pictures of his backyard, and you can't even see in his backyard because of the smoke. Sister Karen is next to that from Supernatural Life, so I imagine she's got smoke today. If you're seeing this, dear, let me know. Post a comment. Let me know if it's smoky there today. But then I just heard that it's supposed to be actually coming over to us here in Saskatchewan. So this is all, dear brothers and sisters, you're probably wondering what this is all about. And I heard the question being asked on another video yesterday. What if this is about climate change, what's the point of it? What is the point of the climate change? And you guys have heard me say this in other videos, and I'm going to keep saying it. I believe where this is going to be, they're going to use climate change as the catalyst to get there for the mark. And it's going to be about worship. And it's going to be about them telling us that we need to take a day where nobody works, nobody drives cars, you don't harm the environment or the earth in any way. And they're going to ultimately take the creator out of the creation, dear brothers and sisters. And they keep even speaking, like the papacy keeps talking about how our earth is a power on its own, like Mother Nature. And that's blasphemy, dear brothers and sisters. But, our fellow Catholic brothers and sisters don't see that. They just see it for what it is, and just a sweet, beautiful gesture. But they gotta wake up, dear brothers and sisters, because it's blatantly obvious when these people speak about earth and leave our Father behind. It's telling you who they worship, plain and simple. So I believe that this is all coming to a head, dear brothers and sisters. This vaccine is a precursor, it's a way for them to test who's ready, who's not ready. There's some polls that have come out, like only 60% are planning to take this thing. But they're trying to say that that's all that needs to take it because of, herd immunity. As long as 60-70% of the planet takes it, then the rest of it doesn't matter. So ultimately, in the end, how can it be the mark, if they're okay with 60-70%, taking it for herd immunity? But I don't trust anything that comes out of their mouth, frankly. It's one of those deals until it's right in front of us. Don't trust the rumor mill, because it's 9 times out of 10, it's a lie. So I'm going to leave a link in the description. I hope it shows that video on Twitter. It's quite amazing. He sent me some interesting photos of the DEW weapons that are out there, the directed energy weapons. And Dutch Sense is a gentleman that he does reports on earthquakes and seismic activity, and apparently he's caught a video showing something coming from the sky and lighting these fires in California. And the big question is, or the gap is, well, why? What's the point of it? Why are they starting these fires? Obviously the easiest answer is to create mass panic, chaos, right? Obviously, to keep pushing their order out of chaos mentality, that Hegelian dialectic. But there is something looming in the background that people are failing to see, and that is that whole big giant push of climate change. You just had the director of WHO, Bill Gates, and the Pope, making comments about how we're better off through this virus because everybody has taken a step back from using their vehicles and causing pollution, and the planet is better for it. So this agenda is there, dear brothers and sisters, and I believe the spiritual side of the mark, which is going to be about worship, is going to be enforced through these means of climate change. They'll never squander a good agenda, dear brothers and sisters. But either way, I'm going to leave that video in the description for the Twitter video. Tell me what you think about it. And either way, I just wanted to come on and say hi and that I love you. And again, thanks for all your prayers. I'm going to continue to keep praying for you. We're going to get there together for sure. Again, the last couple of videos I left my email address, dear brothers and sisters. So if you want to talk, I'm here. So as soon as I get an email, it lets me know right away, and I respond pretty quick. So, but either way, you guys, I love you. I really do. Hang in there, please. I know we're all going through a lot. I see that's a common theme right now. So praise Jesus for all of that, dear brothers and sisters, and that we have each other to go through it together. And it was amazing to see you all there Friday night at Ms. Celeste's live stream. Beautiful sense of community there, you guys. So if you didn't have a chance to check it out this past Friday, go check it out. It's MISS Celeste, and it's a great place to be every Friday night, and we're going to need that going forward, dear brothers and sisters. So either way, I love you. I know you're going to see this, Miss Celeste. I love you too, dear, and we'll all chat soon. Take care, guys. Bye.